Tottenham away, ole ole. Tottenham away, ole ole. Tottenham away, Tottenham away, Tottenham away, ole ole. Yes, come on, the boys. Huge 2-1 win away at Villa Park against Aston Villa, albeit a rotated Aston Villa. They made 7 changes, and I'll just get onto this right away. A lot of people are calling into question the integrity of the league, and it's a conspiracy because Villa played their B team. Spurs have been playing a B team all fucking season. All fucking season with all our goddamn injuries. Every team rotates before a big game, especially if it's a big midweek European semifinal. Second leg as well. But when it's rotated against Spurs and the whole country wants to see us go down, of course it's a conspiracy. Yes, Villa rotated. And yes, Villa weren't great and they looked like they weren't even really up for it. Tottenham played well. They were really good for the win. Really good. And it probably could have had 3 or 4 if Tell had a bit more confidence in front of the goal. I really like Tell's performance. He created a lot, created a lot in the final third, got into great space and put himself with great opportunities. That final pass or that final shot wasn't there, but he's young, he's raw. I'm really excited to see how Dezerbi can mold him because, you see that potential in Tell. Gallagher was a fucking beast. That's the Gallagher that I wanted to see. That's the Gallagher that Mauricio Pochettino made captain at Chelsea. That's the Gallagher where it's he's not the most gracious or technical player in the world, but he runs his socks off, he works his balls off, and he plays with heart. He plays like he's wearing the skin of the fans, and he was immense. Great goal early in the game, takes a great touch at the edge of the box and just puts a bottom corner. 1-0 Spurs, and I was watching it at work on my phone, kayfabe, and I just fist pumped in the aisles. Yes, come on, great start for the boys. Not too long after, Tell puts in a cross, beautiful cross, and Richie gets his nut on it and just pops it into the back of the net, and just it was just euphoric. Fans going nuts. What a start from the boys. And then we just kept the pressure on and just kept pressing them, and we just gave them no opportunities, no space. It was amazing to see. And even in the second half, I thought Villa was going to come out a bit more, and I'm I hope Tottenham can hold. And we didn't score a goal in the second half, but we created more chances. We kept the ball. We pressed high. We had them turn over the ball plenty of times. Created a lot of corners. Paulinho was a stud again. Was a stud in the middle of the park for us. Flying into tackles, regaining possession, holding the ball up, drawing tackles, just doing everything you need in these type of games away from home when you're in a relegation battle, right? Just I've been saying for the past few weeks, people need to take responsibility, and he put a lot of that responsibility on his shoulders, and I just loved it. Made a beautiful tackle, regained the ball, did a little pirouette, got out of danger, drew a tackle, and they get up, and he's just come on. And then that just riled the crowd up. That just got the fans going. For a good 5-10 minutes, you just heard the Tottenham fans, Tottenham away ole ole, obviously as a jibe at all the teams in the division below, getting excited at the prospect of Spurs being relegated and coming to play us at our gaff. But with that win and Brentford slapping up West Ham, that puts us a point of West Ham. We're out of the relegation zone. Our heads are above water for the first time in a long time, and get an intake of fresh air. Now, it's a brief intake, it's only a point ahead. Big weekend coming up. Big weekend. You have West Ham hosting the Scum, and I never want the Scum to win. I prefer if the Scum lose. Sure, West Ham will pick up points and go, but I can't let those words like come out of my lips that I want them to get the W. So like, you know what I mean? Like let them win and let the chips fall where they fall. But you know, City dropping points against Everton at away to Everton at Everton Zoo Ground. I think Hill Dickinson Stadium it's called. The Scum are 5 points clear with about 3 or 4 better in goal differential. West Ham have been were poor against Brentford. The Scum just won their semi-final advance at the final of the Champions League. They're going to be up for this if they can. And they play after City, so even if City win this weekend, the Scum win. That puts them 5 points clear again with 2 points with 2 games to go. So I think they're going to be well up for this, and then that also allows them to wrap it up the following weekend. I think when they're at home, which I think will be against Burnley. So like, I don't want them to win, but I think the Scum are going to win, which will keep Spurs a point ahead, head into that Monday night game against Leeds, which will be tough. Leeds have been in really good form. I think they're one of the, if they're not top of the form charts the past few weeks, or up there, at least top 4. So it won't be easy, and our home form has been absolutely dog meat. Like, but if we can win that, well, we draw. We're 2 points clear with 2 points to go. But if we can win that, 4 points clear, 2 games to go. So if West Ham do draw points on Sunday, Monday night under the lights at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, White Hart Lane, the fans are going to be well up for it. Like it'll probably be one of the biggest nights, if not the best. It'll be definitely one of the biggest nights in the stadium since we moved in 6-7 years ago, and I think it could be the best atmosphere because Dezerbi has the players believe in, he's got the fans believe in, he's just brought an aura to the club that we didn't have under Frank and Tudor. Frank was very much, we will lose games, and you know, it's like turning on an oil tanker, and he was acting as if, you know, making Spurs into a winner was like, you know, curing cancer or ending world hunger, when in reality it's just there's good players with good technique that just need a good, solid, positive voice, and Dezerbi's been that. So the fans are going to be well up for Monday night, and that could put us 4 points clear, 2 games to go. Our next game would be away to Chelsea, which we get slapped up every time, but that will be like 8 nights later on the following Tuesday. West Ham go away to Newcastle a few days before, so depending on how that game goes, we could be 3 or 4 points. We could still be 4 points clear, with West Ham only having 1 match and then left, and it's over. We stay up, and even if they get a draw, we're 3 points up. Even if we lose to Chelsea, our superior goal differential means we'd have to get absolutely slapped up at home in the last game of the season against Everton, matched with this West Ham slapping up Leeds in their last game of the season. So it could really be, we could be probably 90% over the line by Monday night. And what a change. And I don't want to get into it now because I don't want to count my chickens. But all the talk over the past few weeks is the squad is supposed to have if they get relegated, and you know, all the players that would go, and which young players would be integrated into the squad, and what kind of players would they be able to attract. And you know, they'd have to kind of build a team based on the the type of players who can get you out of the championship, as opposed to like, you know, big game changers. And now I'm thinking is like, what kind of team do we build for next season if we stay in the Premier League? Again, I don't want to get a hold of myself, but like, we're not going to have to attract the best of the best. 2 straight 17th place finishes, like Flaha from the Fighting Cock, my OG for Tottenham podcast that I love, has been saying for the past couple seasons, Spurs need an Adam Wharton. Adam Wharton would be the guy, a number 6 to come in and just like be the linchpin at Spurs. Last season, even though we finished 17th, we won the Europa League, so we were in the Champions League this season. That could have attracted him. Obviously, it's a $100 million player, and Spurs will never part with that type of money. But this season, we're going to have no Europe next year. If we do survive, it will be in 17th. There's no way an Adam Wharton is coming to Tottenham. You know, there's no way we're getting a player like, let's say, Marmoush, who maybe hasn't been getting all the game time he's wanted at City. There's no way a Marmoush will come all the way down to Tottenham. So it really makes me wonder, like, what type of players could we actually attract? Because all the players seem to love Dezerbi. And then again, we got Madison, Kulusevski, Kudos coming back, blah, blah, blah. But like, with a whole summer to implement a system and bringing in certain players, the Dezerbi Tottenham could be like a really exciting team next season. So again, that'll be in a later video. We can maybe discuss in the off season. Do a little, like I said a few times, a little keeper heap with all with the squad audit. Either keep him or toss him in the skip. But yeah, very exciting times. I also want to shout out Kevin Danso. I mean, he made that mistake against Brighton a few weeks ago, and unfortunately got hordes of abuse from our own fans. But ever since then, like, he's been playing really good. Like, he just gets his head to every ball that comes crossed in. He clears his lines. He seems to be composed next to Van de Ven. So, like, shout out to Kevin Danso, because he's been immense for us as well. Kevin Danso, Conor Gallagher, João Paulinho. Richie just always seems to be up for a relegation fight. Richie lives to roll around in the mud and throw his dinner against the wall. He's absolutely up for it. So it's going to be a very interesting weekend in the Premier League. I honestly can't stop thinking about, like, oh my God, yes, we're going to survive. Or, oh, that's one moment. And the next moment, I'm like, oh, probably not going to go our way with the scum looking all but Premier League champions, and now just 90 minutes away from winning the Champions League. It's like everything seems to be going their way. Of course, we would get relegated in that same season. So, like, it's very, like, my mind's like, one day it's like, oh yes, and the next day it's like, oh, shoot me. So I'm going to be in pins and needles for the next couple weeks until we're out of it, and we can see land. We can see land. Land is on the horizon. It's just a matter of, can we get out? Can we swim the last few miles and actually reach land, get on land, and lie down, take a few deep inhales of breath, and then go again next season. So guys, thanks so much for tuning into the video. Like, subscribe, comment, all that jazzy stuff. Leave any criticisms. I'd always love a criticism. And until then, come on, you Spurs.